we put a survey out last night. 37.2% of people spend more than £30 a month on subscription services. Have we just clocked it up during lockdown?
Yes, we have clocked it up during lockdown, not just during lockdown as things have gone on. However, this year it looks like we are pulling back on subscription services. But when we think about subscription services, goodness me, in the past it was a gym membership and perhaps Gardener's World or something. Nowadays you think of Netflix, Disney+, Amazon Prime, but not just those. Things like coffee memberships that you can have, dating apps, chess, language apps on your phone. You can even have credit reference agencies every month. If there's something to be had, there's a subscription to be paid for. So it is a matter of cutting back, but it's a very interesting poll that you've got on your website.
Yeah, well, it is, because, I mean, less than £10 a month, 33%. But it says, I mean, I'm really careful with these sort of things, because I'm a northerner, so I hate stuff.
Oh, OK, yeah.
To be fair, I've got short arms and long pockets, 7 nights ago.
Well, they're saying that spending on digital content dropped by 5.7% in May because people are tightening their belts. Are people cancelling subscriptions then, or are they, you know, just deciding that there are sort of money-saving options out there? I mean, how can people tighten their belts digitally?
I think it's twofold. I mean, you've been speaking about the cost of living crisis. I do think people are identifying areas in their budget where they can cut back. One of the most obvious is subscriptions. And we've seen that. That's borne out in the facts. 1.5 million people cancelled these online subscription services in the first quarter of this year. But also I think there's a reality of, one, we don't have that much time in the day.
Yeah.
And when we signed up, you're right, during lockdown, you know, it made sense to stay at home and to watch because we had to. But nowadays, actually, some of the content that you're seeing is very samey. But there are ways, look, you can still enjoy these subscription services if you want to, but just be a bit savvy about it. The first thing I'd say, and really simply, is go through your bank account, work out what you're actually paying. It may sound a surprise, and I know you're a northerner, so this would never happen to you, but a lot of people forget they've signed up for these things.
Oh, this is me, 100%.
The way they get you in is a month's free trial, then you forget to cancel, and then by the time you've noticed, you're still paying for it months later, and you think, well, maybe I'll cancel next month. That's how they get you in. And actually, that's a really good way to save money, is use those free trials, but just remember to cancel. If you're likely to forget, put it in your phone to do so. If you know you really like something, for me, it's Disney+. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Pay annually. You can save yourself about £20 a year. Rotating is another really good way to do it. Do 1 month you can do monthly memberships, and they will allow you for Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney, to pause your membership or to cancel if you're only paying by month. So then you can rotate it. That can save you £200 a year if you just spend the first month on Netflix. And by the time you've come back to Netflix or Amazon Prime, there's probably new content on there that you actually want to watch. Another big one, sharing as well. Now, I know we're going to see some crackdowns coming down the line. Netflix have lost, for the first time in a decade, viewers. So, of course, at account memberships, they are going to crack down on the fact that a quarter of account holders are sharing their account details with other people outside of their household. However, they haven't done it yet, so that's a good way, as long as you make it fair. But things like Spotify, for example...
Well, stick with the adverts on that, and then you don't have to subscribe, do you?
You can... You're absolutely right. Look, if you don't watch it that often, many of these services will offer basic memberships or premium memberships. Netflix is a good example. $6.99 for the basic, $15.99 for the premium. Do you need the premium? Cut back and save yourself
Let's
£50
be
a year.
honest, how many of us can watch all that is out there? We don't need all the subscriptions. It's just it's the luxury, I suppose, we can probably afford to live without in some cases.